Alright, I got my tag. Got my picture taken. So, you know, I talked about all the pros of this bike. So now I gotta talk about some cons of the bike. Cons. Now, like I said, because I bought mine used, there's gonna be some differences than what some of you guys would have will experience buying it brand new. So one of the cons on a bike, in my opinion, is the exhaust. Now, I can't give this at the fault of the Ninja itself because I don't have a stock pipe on my bike. I have a let's see, in cars we call it cat back exhaust. I don't know what this is exactly called, considering it's not just a pipe. It's actually all the way up to the engine. Come on, buddy. I've got this, you know, it's been rejetted and everything for this exhaust, and it's loud. It's a lot louder than I like, personally. I'm not a big fan of super loudness. I don't think it's necessary, and so I mean, that I don't like about it. But I mean, that's probably about, well, that's almost it. The second thing I don't really care for about the motorcycle has to be the body styling. It's an alright looking bike, but the thing is that they have not changed the styling of the Ninja 500 basically since it came out. So you get a bike from 2000 and it's going to look the same as it did whatever, early 90s. You know, you get a brand new model, 2008, 2009, 10, not really much of a difference than what you're going to, you know, see from when the bike first came out. So again, that would be one thing I don't like about the bike, is how the styling never changed. You know, it's very dated. You know, my bike, like I said, I bought it used, and I bought it back in, what is this? This is 01 or 02, I think this is. And I got it for a steal. I got it for like $14.50, just under 1,500 bucks. And it was in great shape, still is in fantastic shape. You know, the only thing I've had to do to it, you know, that's not maintenance-wise, I guess you consider it maintenance, is a tire. I had to get, you know, new tires for it, replace the tires. And, but, you know, besides that, I mean, the bike's been fantastic. Regular maintenance, you know, of course, you got to keep your stuff lubed. You got to change fluids and whatnot. There's a lot of bikes out today for it to look like it's going to be raining. But yeah, I mean, if you are interested in getting a motorcycle and you are contemplating the Ninja 500 as a possibility for your first bike, I would say go for it. Absolutely. Now, with that being said, though, because the throttle is more responsive than on, say, the Ninja 250, or than on the what is it, like a Honda Rebel or something, because you're going to get more response out of your throttle right away, I do recommend being a little more cautious with your throttle, because you know, it's still enough bike to put you on your ass if you're not thinking about it. You know, and so if you start thinking, oh, hell yeah, well, let's do this, I got me a big old bike, you know, you're going to have the same consequences you would as if you were on any bigger bike. So, not saying that the 250 isn't dangerous, but I think you can get yourself a little more trouble with this than you could at 250. So, I say, yeah, go for it. You know, especially if you are on a budget and you want to get a bike that's cheaper and used. These things are all over Craigslist for real dirt cheap. You know, it's not a very popular bike. Most of the vloggers, you very rarely see a vlogger. I might be one of the only ones, at least that I'm aware of. I'm the only one that has a Ninja 500, but I like it. I love it. You know, my next bike that I upgrade will probably be a Ninja 650R, or maybe a Honda F4i. Those are my two bikes that I'm considering right now. But again, I've had this bike for a year, and it's fantastic. The seat's comfy. You know, when I rode on that long trip on Labor Day last year, and my butt did not have any problem. My butt was happy, and it's the stock seat. You know, the only thing changed on this is the exhaust and whatever is necessary to make the exhaust work as it should. So yeah, I'd say definitely buy one.